Tragedy struck an Apopka firefighter after his childhood home burned to the ground. News 6's Carolina Cardona spoke with him about what's next for his family and tells us how the community has come together to get results.
It's definitely hard to look at, because this is the house I grew up in.
The home where Jeremiah Williams has some of his most cherished memories, now a pile of rubble and ashes.
Initially, it kind of put us at a standstill, because, as a firefighter, I'm used to, fighting the fire.
The 23-year-old Apopka native has been a firefighter with Apopka Fire Department for more than 4 years. He says the night of March 31st, when a fire ripped through his family's home, he wasn't working. It was one of his co-workers who called him.
I just remember seeing the rubble, a lot of the rubble. I remember the firefighters, some that I knew on scene, fighting it.
At the time, he didn't know if his parents and 3 of his brothers were still inside.
The first 20 minutes on scene was really frustrating because we didn't know if this would be a recovery or not. Everybody's phones, who I was calling, they burned up in the fire.
The only person home at the time was his dad, who got out uninjured.
It's been 3 weeks since flames destroyed the home. Nothing inside was salvageable, as you guys can see. Jeremiah's parents are now living with one of his sisters. Their hope is to one day live again right here in the same place where they raised their 9 children.
It was a small house, more than 80 years old. These are a few pictures Jeremiah took of the home a few weeks ago.
It was tight quarters and didn't have a lot of privacy, but it was what we had. And I just remember being around family, and I remember the bickering, I remember the fun times, and I remember, wrestling, on mattresses and just having fun.
Do you remember where your bedroom was?
To be honest with you, I actually didn't have a bedroom. I had a corner in the house, actually, which is where I actually slept in a recliner for most of my life.
Now the family looks forward to rising from the ashes.
There is a GoFundMe page that some family friends started on behalf of myself and my family in efforts to raise money and to hopefully get, is the initial plan, maybe a manufactured home or like a trailer or something like that to put on the property to get them started there.
In Apopka, Carolina Cardona, News 6.
Oh, that is heartbreaking. And if you would like to help out Jeremiah's family, head to clickorlando.com. We have a link to the GoFundMe page there. The investigation into how the fire started is still active. No word yet, though, on how it started.